Free will versus determinism. Are we truly free? Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode where we dive deep into the fascinating crossroads of psychology and philosophy. Today's big question: do we have free will, or is everything about us determined by forces beyond our control? Buckle up, because we're going on a journey through centuries of philosophical debate and cutting-edge psychological science. Let's start with a simple example. You're at a grocery store, deciding between an apple and a chocolate bar. You might feel like you're freely choosing one over the other, but are you? Could your decision already have been shaped by your biology, your environment, or even subconscious processes? To unpack this, we'll explore two opposing ideas: free will and determinism. Free will is the idea that we can make choices independent of external influences. Philosophers like Immanuel Kant believed that moral responsibility hinges on our ability to freely choose right from wrong. Kant argued that free will is necessary for ethics. If our actions are determined, how can we be held accountable? In everyday life, we often assume free will. After all, if you consciously decide to watch this video, doesn't that mean you had the choice to do otherwise? Now let's look at determinism, the idea that every action is caused by something prior. Baruch Spinoza, a 17th century philosopher, argued that human behavior is part of the same natural laws that govern the universe. In his view, we might feel free, but we're really like cogs in a giant cosmic machine. Fast forward to modern science, and determinism gets a boost from psychology and neuroscience. Studies suggest that our choices are influenced, sometimes even predicted, by factors like genetics, upbringing, and even brain activity. Here's where things get really interesting. In the early 1980s, neuroscientist Benjamin Libet conducted an experiment showing that brain activity related to making a decision happens before we're consciously aware of deciding. It's as if the brain decides first, and we take credit for it afterward. This study has been controversial, but it raises an important question. If our brain's processes precede conscious thought, is free will just an illusion? Some philosophers and psychologists suggest a middle ground: compatibilism. This view says that even if our actions are influenced by prior causes, we can still act freely if we're not externally coerced. Think of it this way: your upbringing might shape your preferences, but you still deliberate and choose within those constraints. So why does this debate matter? For ethics, if determinism is true, should we rethink moral responsibility and punishment? For psychology, understanding the balance between conscious choice and unconscious processes can improve therapy and personal growth. For AI, as we create machines that mimic human decision-making, should they be considered free agents? So where do you stand? Are we masters of our own fate, or are we just highly sophisticated dominoes in a chain of cause and effect? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of the mind and the universe here at Philosophical Flicks. This is Sylvia, signing off for now, but I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, be kind to yourself and each other.